Hello, I'm Norris, head of football at Atavus, and I'm here to continue talking about how to maximize power and control. Yesterday we talked about the two-step process and we focused on pre-contact skills. We continued our discussion on closing space, leverage, and footwork and talked about how you can incorporate two of those in one drill. Today we're going to continue that discussion by talking about leverage and footwork into contact. So to review closing space, what we're looking for is to making sure that our tacklers are continuously closing space and avoiding obstacles to make sure that they make body-on-body contact. When it comes to leverage, what we're wanting them to do is mimic the speed and movement of the runner. So in these drills, that's what you're focusing on. In these next three clips, you're going to see a poor closing of space that's going to affect the leverage. Here the runner slows down and has to take a diagonal path into contact. In the second one, same thing. Guy shuts down too early, and this time he's unable to anticipate contact and have effective footwork, and so you can see his late strike timing. In this game clip, you're going to see it all come together. Our whole focus is to try to create proper situational awareness where the athlete understands that he's in a positive tackle situation. We want him to continue closing space by mimicking the runner's movement so he can take a near foot, near shoulder, step into contact with an easy punch, and finish the play. In these next three clips, you're going to see really good examples of closing space. You're going to see here that he's not hesitating. He's continuously closing space. He's tracking the near hip and mimicking the movement all the way into contact. And when you see this translate in a game, watch as the linebacker just shuts down the space, tracks the near hip, mimics movement, near foot, near shoulder contact, easy finish, play over. And again, in this clip, watch as the linebacker tracks and navigates all the obstacles and still be able to put himself in a position to hit in a positive tackle situation, same foot, same shoulder, easy punch and wrap for an easy finish. All of this is attributed to pre-contact skills. And when you're training these drills, it's really important that when you're talking about technique that you're very specific on what you're looking for. You stay focused on what you want them to do in the drill, and you make sure that it's repeatable. And it's important that you expect 90 to 100% accuracy. And when you're executing these technical drills, you want to be facing the defender so you can take a look at his technique and watch his eyes and watch his intent all the way into contact. It's important that you run these drills correctly. Whenever you're using leverage and footwork into contact, you're tracking both the pre-contact and contact skills. You're making sure that they do what they're supposed to in order of importance, and then also that they're combining for great strike timing. In the drill that you're about to see, it's going to talk about both of these things. Make sure that you have a focus and that you stay safe.
The close angle drill is a fundamental tracking drill. The purpose of this drill is to demonstrate to the athlete the importance of closing space. This drill will teach players to effectively close space, track at an angle, and use proper footwork into the point of contact. Let's take a look. For the setup, mark out a practice space that's 10 yards by 10 yards. Arrange a cone to designate the starting point for the offense, and 2 more cones to designate the finish. Then set up 2 cones to designate the starting point for the defense and 2 cones that are 2 yards in front of the defense starting point. Defense must pass through the orange cones before tracking at an angle to intersect the offense. At the start of the drill, give the offense and the defense the instruction to go either left or right. Offense sets up to travel at a 45-degree angle in a straight line between the 2 cones. Defense must pass through the orange cones before the offense can start. He will then track at an angle to intersect the offense. Now that you've seen the setup, let's walk through the drill. To emphasize closing space, on go, the defense will jog forward. When he passes through the cones, the offense jogs towards the left or right on your direction. Defense changes his angle and continues to close space, tracking the near hip of the offensive player. Defense approaches the offense and gathers his feet. He finishes by making contact with the offense and pushing him off his line. Notice that effective contact requires a near foot power step, low body profile, and striking the near hip with 2 hands palms down. And here it is again. Be sure to emphasize these coaching points. The defense must first and foremost close space. As the defense gets closer to the offense, he should track the near hip, chopping and gathering his feet for better timing into contact. This is maximized with a near foot and shoulder strike. The example shows a palm down strike into contact.